Martin Lyddon says, it's a pleasure staying up to the middle of the night and watching this young team play. Tua is clever. He listens and learns and wants to improve all the time. Just look back to QB1. I agree. I agree, Martin. I agree. Now, you've been around a while, Martin, so you've seen the good and you've seen the bad. So you can appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's what I told, and I don't mean to pick on the young. I'm not even picking on the younger fans, okay? But I talked a little bit about this last week. Us older fans it's a little more frustrating for us older fans. Believe it or not. Younger fans, like, you don't know any better. All you've seen is a crappy team for 25 years. So you don't know any better, right? You know, if you're 35 or 40 and younger, you don't really know any better. You've only seen crappy Dolphins. That's just kind of been your thing, unfortunately. But those of us that are older, and we watched the greasy and 70s teams, and then we watched Marino and those teams from the 80s into the very early 90s that were still respectable, we saw something that was special. And that's why for us to then go through what we've gone through for 25 years, and it's just like it's hard to imagine that as Dolphin fans we have tolerated the crappiness for 20 plus years. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to comprehend that, because it's like, how can you be such a great franchise for the first 30 and then all of a sudden just completely forget how to get it done? And that's obviously because you lose Shula, Robbie, and Marino. And I've said it for many years. They never recovered from Shula, Robbie, and Marino. And you look at it now, well, Flo is about the closest thing we've ever seen to Shula right now. Tua is the closest thing that we've seen to having a real quarterback like Marino now. I mean, Pennington was a real quarterback, but he was put together with Scotch tape. You know what I mean? Pennington made Humpty Dumpty look like he was put together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how bad it was. But they haven't had a quarterback like that since Marino. That you got him from the draft and then developed him and it took off. That's what you're going to get here. And then I think Stephen Ross has finally developed into Robbie now. Except he's not cheap. As much as we love Robbie, but we know he was a little stingy at times and all that, but still he made the right decisions overall. But my point is, Stephen Ross now, he got out of the way. He hired Chris Greer and said, "Yeah, no, you go get your coach. I don't want to sit here and say, oh, I really like Joe Philbin. I really like Adam Gase. Yeah, that's the problem, Steven. You're not the football guy. Oh, no, I want Ndamukong Suh. Yeah, Steven, you're not the GM. See, those things are gone. Stephen Ross is not involved in any of these decisions anymore. It's football people making football decisions, not a billionaire real estate mogul making football decisions. And that's what's changed. And to Stephen Ross's credit, you got to love the fact that he'll spend and he'll do anything he can for the Dolphins to win, which is beautiful. But what you want him to do is to hire the right people and get the F out of the way, dude. And it looks like he figured that out. And now he got out of the way and they've taken off. And they're headed in the right direction. For the first time, I feel like they finally recovered from Robbie, Shula, and Marino. And now they're on their way to becoming a respectable franchise once again because they've got the right elements in place. They've got the right GM. They've got the right head coach. They finally found their quarterback. Now they can develop a team. And as I've said before, Chris Greer is doing something that's never been done in the history of the Miami Dolphins. He could end up becoming the first GM ever to find a coach and a quarterback. Nobody's ever done that. Shula was the coach and the GM, so it doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? But after Shula, you never had another GM that could find a coach and a quarterback.